Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining our Tuesday night team training for Team Platinum Dynasty. We do these trainings every other Tuesday, alternating with a team training call and a business presentation, some form of a sneak peek or a formal presentation or a coffee talk or some sort for you to invite your guests to learn more about the business and to learn more about challenge groups and what it is that we actually do. So I was actually a little bit nervous. I saw all of the people that RSVP'd for today, and it's the beginning of the year, so everyone's pumped up, and I just want to bring you guys good content and get you guys excited and get you guys fired up. So being here is definitely the first step, and just seeing everyone's faces on Zoom is always so cool because it brings everyone to life that we see on Facebook. So I'm excited that you guys are all here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick screen share so we can get started. And by the way, I don't know if you guys saw my post that I did get 2 cavities filled today. And I think it's officially worn off, thank goodness. I was like, okay, I might be slurring or have a lisp or something like that. I had to eat my soup out of a straw. I'm like, but I survived. And here I am. I'm able to smile and talk and swallow and all that good stuff. So visions, goals, and action. I always like to kind of start off first with announcements, just because there's so much information everywhere, right? We have our Facebook group page. You're probably in another separate team Facebook page. You get email messages from Beachbody. You're getting Facebook messages from Beachbody as well. And it's really easy to lose track of what's happening, when and where. So just some real quick announcements. Our team's Lean and Mean Challenge group, as well as the Health Bet Challenge, starts January 9th. The Lean and Mean groups are both open and up. Details are on the team page, so make sure that you get yourselves added to that, as well as your prospects. I know that a lot of people are still promoting the Health Bet, which is awesome. Just so you guys all know, your challengers have to start logging their Shakeology, because they have to do 5 Shakeology logs that first week. So that means they have to have their Shakeology no later than January 11th. Otherwise, if they log after that, they're not going to qualify for the Health Bet to win, and they're probably going to be disappointed. So just a little FYI, something to look ahead for. We're hosting our next new Coach Basics group on Monday as well, January 9th. Nicole Potty and I are putting that together for you guys. Again, the link to join is on the Platinum Dynasty page, but I will post it again so that you guys have that as well, because again, I know things get buried on the team page as well. But if you're a new coach, definitely something for you to jump in and learn the basics and get going. Super Saturday. In the past, we've always done 4 Super Saturdays a year, quarterly. This year, for 2017, Beachbody has decided to only do 2 Super Saturdays a year. So the first one of the year is this Saturday. It does take place all over the United States and Canada, so I highly, highly, highly suggest that you get to one. There are locations everywhere, and it's really great to be in a room of maybe it's 20 people, maybe it's 100, maybe it's 300, maybe you have 1,000 people there, depending on where you are, to learn all about the new promotions and announcements. They will be announcing the 2018 Success Club trip. I know a couple people were guessing that maybe it was going to be in Greece, which would be pretty awesome. I think that's probably more of a top 10 trip, but hey, you never know. I'm guessing Disney World. That's my guess. So get to a Super Saturday event. I am in Atlanta, and we're supposed to get snow. And when it snows in Atlanta, the entire city shuts down. So I don't know if I'll be going to Super Saturday or not, but I am excited about the snow. The All Access Annual Pass. Make sure that you guys get your Beachbody On Demand accounts upgraded to that. Again, on the team page, there is a spreadsheet, a Google Doc that I put together that has all of the information in one spot. And again, your cheat sheet, your little quick pass is to go to coachfaq.com. If you put in all access pass, you're going to get a ton of information on that as well. But there's basically a link that you go to upgrade your membership. And again, with the all access pass, you get literally all access to everything. And what I'm really excited about is when new programs come out, you don't have to purchase them separately and you don't have to wait. They're automatically there. You automatically have access to it. And right now it really is an incredible deal to get. That price is probably going to go up after February. So make sure that you're getting that in. Make sure you're spreading the word, inviting people to upgrade to that as well. What I'm really excited about also is our new team website. I've put this together myself, so it's by no means super fancy and super professional, but and it's not even quite finished yet, but there is a lot of really good content there that I think people have been missing. I think that we have information all over, and it's really hard to find everything. So the new website is teamplatinumdynasty.com. You see the tabs there as well. When you're on your cell phone, I think everybody knows this, but there's like 3 or 4 little lines at the top in the top left corner, and you click on that, and then that gives you the menu with the drop down. But whether you're a new coach or an old coach, definitely go on there and read it. You know, pick one tab to look at a day and get the information. Get yourself caught up, because I have a feeling there's going to be some stuff on there that you haven't seen before. Like I said, it's not quite finished, but I do have the first couple of tabs done and working on the rest, and hopefully we'll have that available finished by the end of the week, because this isn't something that I'm going to be, spending a ton of my time on. I just wanted to get all of the information in one spot for you guys. So that's that. And now let's talk about what you guys all came here to talk about. So hopefully you guys all have a pen and paper and are ready to take some notes and are ready to go. So it's the first part of January, right? So we're all fired up. We're all talking about our resolutions. And what typically happens is we say we're going to do something. We have no backup. We have no reasoning behind it. We have no plan. So that's what I really want to kind of really dive into tonight. And I know that, we talk about belief a lot, and that really is the very first part of this. Like, you have to really decide what it is that you want and clear your mind and just believe that it's possible, right? Because a lot of times we set a goal and we're like, I really don't know if I can do that or not. And we have in the back of our head that, well, yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to say it. But in the back of our minds, we still have that little small voice saying, you're not going to do that. That's too big of a goal. You can't do that. So I want you guys to really think about what it is that you really want and really believe that it is possible. And, as far as, physical, financial, relationships, finances, paying it forward, all of those things, what is it that really matters most to you? And map it out, right? Really think about where are you going, and part of your vision is also where have you been, right? Where do you see your life next year from now? Where do you see your life 5 years from now? And if we don't set these goals and take the steps and take the actions, is what you're doing today going to get you there, right? We all know it's not. And that's why we're here, to set those goals and to really dig into it. Most people's common regrets is, they wish they had spent more time with family over the last year in 2016. You may have wished you'd built better friendships. You may have wished you'd spent better taking more care of your health. Maybe you wish you had spent more time away from work. So I do have a little worksheet here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I have a little worksheet that I'm going to share a Google Doc with you, the link to it but this is basically going to help you really identify what those dreams are and map it out, right? And put it into action. So number one, identifying your dreams. Step two is going to be mapping it out. And we're talking about your coaching goals, your physical goals, your relationships, your financial goals, your personality goals, any other goals that you have, and the what, the why, the who, and the how. So I have this on Google Drive, and I'm going to share the link with you guys on the event page. And then if you're watching this recording on YouTube, it's actually going to be copy and pasted in the link in the comment section below of the video. So really thinking about, what is your life purpose? Like, what do you feel like you were born to do? And if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? What are you passionate about? What could you talk about all day? What would your perfect day look like? And really envision it happening. What would your relationships, your family, your social life be like? What do you want to do more of if finances and restrictions or freedom were not an issue? And how do you want people to speak of you when you're not around? So for each of these boxes, under the coaching goals, the physical goals, and I'm not going to go through all of this because I think it's pretty much self-explanatory, but, just really thinking about your dreams, your passions, your beliefs and values. What is your ideal life? What does your ideal life look like? Your ideal personality, and putting that out there is that a lot of this has to do with personal development. So all of this stuff that you're writing down, you're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to really focus and grow and plug in and make changes within yourself to make these things happen. But really specifically, what do you want to accomplish and why? Keep asking why until you get to the deep emotional why for wanting to accomplish these goals and dreams. Who can help me get there, right? We're on this team together. So, maybe it's your sponsor, maybe it's your upline, Beachbody trainings, events, team calls, and how do you get there? What actions do you need to take? And I think that that's the part that a lot of people miss out when they set their goals, is they don't know what actions they want to take. Okay, I want to earn $1,000 a week. Well, what does that look like? What do you have to do to get to $1,000 a week, right? You got to hit Success Club. You've got to talk to 3 to 5 people a day and invite them into the business. You got to add new people to your network. So you got to really think about, okay, if this is what I want, what actions are going to get me there? And I wanted to kind of highlight from a book called The 10X Rule. I got some great news for you guys. The entire audiobook is on YouTube for free. I love when I find a book and it's on YouTube for free. And it's audio. Yes. So thinking about the 10X Rule. So thinking about your goals and what it is that you want, and taking it to the next level. So if you said, I want to make $1,000 a week, let's multiply that by 10. Like, let's dream so big that people think you're crazy, right? It's one of those dreams that you're kind of embarrassed to put out there, one of those goals like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this or not, but you're going to throw it out there anyway. And the bigger it is, the scarier it is, the better. So with the 10X Rule, there's 4 different ways to approach life and approach your goals, right? You can do nothing, which a lot of people do. A lot of people are going to retreat. They're going to hide. They're going to avoid doing the things it's going to take to get them to their goals. The majority of people are going to take normal levels of action, right? You might plug into a team call every now and then. You may work out, 4 times a week, but you're not really following the meal plans. And maybe your goal is to get in the best shape of your life, right? But you have to take massive action. And that's what I want everyone on here to just be so fired up, so excited, to feel so unstoppable about their goal that they're going to be disciplined, consistent, persistent every single day. So not messaging 10 people today and not messaging anyone tomorrow or the next day or the next day, and then messaging 10 more people. We're talking about staying consistent with your actions, with your activity. Because if you're not where you want to be right now, it all goes back to your activity and what it is that you're doing. So going forward, we're going to take massive action, right? We're going to multiply our actions by 10. You're going to, again, your goals, write them down. Put it on your refrigerator. Keep it in front of you every single day. When I was building this business, that was one of the things that always stuck into my mind. I can remember being on a call with Christina Sullins, and it was her team call, and we had like 5 people. There were 5 people that were on the team call every single week, and she would always say, put the business in front of your mind all the time. So you really want to have your goals in front of you all the time where you can see them. Share them with your family. Share them with your coach. Share them with your success partner. You know, anything that's important to your life, you need to ask yourself daily, what's important to you, and then push yourself beyond that. And again, when you are writing out your goals, you want to be very specific. You want to be measurable. You want to have a time limit. It's got to be your personal goal. It's got to be in writing. So a lot of times people are going to say, again, I want to lose 30 pounds or I want to lose weight. Okay, awesome. How much weight do you want to lose? 30 pounds. Put that time limit on it. What is your deadline? When do you need to lose this weight by? When are you going to do it? And the same thing if it's a rank goal or a financial goal. You know, I want to make extra money, right? That's what everybody says on the GSR. Well, a lot of people say, I just want to help people, which is awesome. Yes, that is the product of this amazing business. But from a business standpoint, we're in this to help people. We're in this to also make an income and change the legacy for our family, to change our family's future. That's a big piece of this, and don't feel guilty for feeling that way. It's a business. You guys are business owners. So you want to make extra money. Awesome. How much money do you want to make? You want to make $1,000 a week. When is your time limit? You know, and be specific and really think about that. You know, put it in writing, and then again, reverse engineer what it is that you need to do. If you want to make $500 a month, okay, how many challenge packs would you have to sell to get to $500 a month? Team cycle bonus. How many people would you need to add a month to get to that consistent point? So really reverse engineer what it is that you need to be doing. You all know you've got to do the vital behaviors. You've got to work out. You've got to read your personal development. You got to, recognize, and you, most importantly, you guys have to invite people to the business. And I guarantee that the majority of the people on here, that's the piece that's missing. You're not inviting people to the business. You're not inviting people to the business opportunity. We're so focused on all of these shiny objects that Beachbody, I love Beachbody. It's changed my life. It's an amazing company, but they're throwing things at us. And it's time for us to focus on the very basics. And if we're not inviting people into our business opportunity to change their lives, your business isn't going to grow on the back end, right? Really reverse engineer what it is that you need to do to get to that specific goal. And if you're not sure what that is, what activities that you need to be doing, get with your coach. Sit down and go over it. Come up with some basic things that you need to do to hit that goal. Again, you're not in this alone. We're all in this together, and that's what makes it so awesome. What fires you up? Like, what keeps you up at night? What makes you so excited that you can't go to sleep? Right? For me, it's my dream house. I want to have my dream house. That is what fires me up at night. I lay in bed at night looking at realtor.com, looking at homes all over the United States. You know, what fires you up? What is it that makes you so excited? You know, maybe it's a trip. Like right now, you guys, Christina Sullins and Shauna Penny, they're best friends. They both have little girls. Shauna has 3 little girls under the age of like 5 or 6, and Christina has 2 under the age of like 4. They're all at Disney World together, like with their families. Like, how awesome would that be for you guys to take your family with your, whether it's with your brother and sister and their kids, or your best friend's kids, or whatever, but to just have an amazing trip with your family, like to spoil your family. Like, what keeps you up at night? Maybe it's just being debt free, because finances can keep us up at night, and it may not be a good fire up. It might be that anxiety, it might be that worry. So what fires you up? What is that fire in your belly that just makes you want to keep going day in and day out? Maybe it's that little baby that you look at every single morning, and they say, "Good morning, mommy," or you tuck them into bed at night and you want them to have the best life possible. Or maybe it's your parents or maybe they're a little bit older and you want to be able to take care of them. You don't want them to have any worry. Whatever it is that fires you up, that should be your goal. And when you're thinking of your goals, are your goals equal to your potential, or are you downsizing them? Are you making excuses? Are you kind of playing them off? What are you really capable of, and what can you really achieve? And I guarantee you, you're so much more capable of the things that you're writing down. So don't put a cap on your life. Don't put a cap on your goal. Don't put a cap on your dreams. Like, write this stuff down and like go for it and do it. Like, it's your life. Let's go, right? I love this picture. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. And I'll be honest, you guys, I have a really relentless side of me. Like, when I'm obsessed, when I have an obsession of making something happen, it's on my mind all the time. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to make it happen no matter what. So, obsession, is it a disease or is it a gift? Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. But think about the most successful people, right? They're focused. They are laser focused on their goal, on their mission, on their business, on what they believe in, on what is making, what they want to make happen. And are you willing to turn up your obsession and be abnormal? Are you ready to be crazy? Are you ready to take it to the next level and be all in? So a lot of you guys right now with your business, you have one foot in and you have one foot out. You're not all in. You're not all in with your fitness. You're not all in with your power hours. You're not all in with believing that this business can change your life. I'm not the only one on here tonight that this business has changed my life. This business has changed your life in some form or fashion. Jacqueline's on here. This business has changed her life. I know Heather Craft is on here. This business has changed her life. This business has changed everybody's life from one degree to another. And when I say, be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire, you got to be so passionate about your goal and your dreams and your vision, as if your house is on flippin' fire, right? And your most prized possession is in there. Your most prized possession is inside your house, whether that's your kids, or whether it's your puppy dog, or whether it's your cat, or maybe it's, heirlooms, memories of your family, and you're outside and you can't get in, right? Your house is on fire and all those things are in there. You're going to do whatever it takes to get those things out, right? Whatever it takes. So when you think about your goals, when you think about your dreams, I want you to have that passion within you. And this is just really interesting, because when it comes to starting a fire, it's a difference between 1 degree. So if you're rubbing 2 sticks together, I did a little Boy Scout training before I did the call, not really. If you're rubbing 2 sticks together and it gets to 450 degrees, it's not going to start a fire. If you get 1 degree higher, that fire is going to take off. So the difference between good and great is tiny, you guys. You just have to do a little bit more than the average person. Be focused. Be obsessed on what you are so passionate about. And just remember that the people who criticize you, they're not on the same level as you. Don't take advice from someone that's miserable in their life. Don't take advice from someone that's flat broke. Don't take advice from someone that has a miserable marriage. They're not on your level. They're not on our level. So you got to put your blinders on and you got to block it out. So I want you guys to become obsessed with creating an amazing life, because this is the opportunity that's going to make it happen for you, and you have to believe it. And you have to be so excited that you just want to go out there and share it with everyone. You want to share it with the world because you love it so much, and that you know through this opportunity, it's going to change your family's lives. So what does fear love, right? That's the biggest thing that holds us back from our dreams, from our goals, from accomplishing them. It's fear. Fear loves time. It loves procrastination. It loves when you imagine what could go wrong, right? When you feed your fear, when you stop, like, okay, I'm going to message 10 people today. I'm going to call this person off my list. I've got my list of names. And when we make our list of names, right, we have all of those people that are 3s or 4s that maybe we feel like they're not quite on our level. We feel more comfortable talking to them because they're not there yet, right? They're not quite as business savvy, or, whatever. You're not as intimidated by them. So you got that person on your list that maybe they're a 7 or 8 or 9 or a 10, and like, oh my gosh, if this person signed up, they would be fabulous. Like, my business would be amazing. Which, by the way, one person can't make or break your business. But just for this activity, when you say, okay, I'm going to call them, but first I'm going to go fold the laundry, or I'm going to have some coffee. When you do that, you're creating anxiety, right? So cut time and anxiety out and just do it. Pick up the phone. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Who cares? Did that no squash your dream? Did that no squash your goal? No. You just pick up the phone and call the next person on your list. So when you're scared and avoiding something, I want you guys to reverse this switch. I want you to flip the switch, and I want you to train yourself to do it then. Like, whatever it is that you're scared of, whoever it is you're afraid of talking to, or that post, that meaningful post talking about maybe, struggling as a single mom, or bankruptcy, or overcoming, some illness, whatever that is that you're scared to talk about, train yourself to run to it, right? Fear is a signal for your potential. So if it's something that you're scared of, that's probably something that's going to help you grow. It's going to help your business grow. So you got to get out of your comfort zone, right? Your potential isn't right here. Your potential is outside of that comfort zone. And if you don't ever get out of it, you're never going to experience it. And then lastly, this is just from, again, the 10X rule. Smokey, this is what they use in the book. I probably personally would have came up with a different name other than Smokey, but they use the example of the tortoise and the hare, right? You've got one that's super, super fast and, gasses out. And then you have the other one that's slow and finally makes it to the finish line. So instead of, shortening that finish line, or, not hanging in there, what if we were a combination of the both, right? You start strong and stay consistent, and you're diligent, right? You're being intense, and you're stable with your workouts, with your power hours, with inviting, with your personal development, with drinking your Shakeology, with all the things that you know that you need to be doing to hit your goals, being intense, being stable, consistently showing up, and get rested at the end of the day, right? So if we're running, we don't want to gas out. We don't want to max ourselves out so that we get burnt out, but staying consistent and staying on the course so that at the end of the day, at whatever time you choose to turn your cell phone off, your computer's off, you're resting. You're being smart with your time. You're being smart with your hours so that you can stay consistent and constantly showing up. And so that when you wake up every single day, you're a powerhouse. Like, you already know, like, when the alarm clock goes off, you might hit snooze a couple times, but when you're up, you've had your coffee, you're ready to go, and you're focused back on that goal. I got something floating around in front of me. You're focused on that goal, right? You're focused back on that fire. Your house is on fire. You're going to get your butt up out of bed. You're going to do the things that you need to do. Maybe that's taking care of the kids first. Maybe that's, fixing breakfast, dropping the kids off. As soon as you get home, you're going to work your butt off and you're going to make it happen, because here's the deal, guys. This business doesn't happen overnight. You do a lot of work in the beginning for very little. I've shared with you guys in the very beginning, I earned nothing. I earned nothing, and I worked my butt off. And now, at the end, you can do a little for a lot. Like, that's the goal of this business. The first year or two, you're going to work your tail off. You're going to invite people. You're going to work out. You're going to do the things that you need to do to build your business. And then you can take your foot off the brakes a little bit. Your foot off the gas a little bit, I should say. So, lastly, you guys, run your own race. Don't make someone else's goals your own. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't compare your situation to somebody else, because you're not running their race. You're running your own race. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. All that matters is what is best for you and your family's future and the legacy that you're leaving for them, and setting the example, and no longer having to live paycheck to paycheck, and no longer having to worry about how you're going to put your kids through college or help your parents when they're older or pay it forward to your favorite charity, whatever that is. This is your race, and it's up to you to run it. And then, you guys, I just want to end with a quote that the greatest tragedy is a man who still lives, but dreams have died. I know that each and every single one of you got signed up with this company for a reason. You have a dream. You have a goal. It's scary. And for a lot of you guys, you've packed those dreams away. You've packed those goals away. They're in a box, and maybe they're in the attic or under the bed. You don't look at them anymore because you've gotten stuck in the day-to-day routine, that day-to-day rut. Maybe you're in a 9-to-5 position. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you're just completely overwhelmed that you've forgotten about your dreams. And today is the day, you guys, that you're going to bring those dreams out, and you're going to bring them to life, and you're going to put them onto paper, and you're going to share them, and you're going to come up with a plan and action, and you're going to go out there and make it happen, because this is possible. But it starts with you. It starts with knocking that fear, punching that fear in the face, and just going for it. So I'm going to open it up to anyone that has questions. You guys are able to unmute your line if anyone has questions. But the thing is I have like a couple up. Somebody's unmuted.
I'm unmuted. Hey, Lisa, it's Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
What's going on? So I've been in the business a long time and never really built it. I was always a discount coach. I just kind of hung out, drank my Shakeology, did a couple workouts. And recently, in the last couple of weeks, I said, you know what, let me go for it, because some things have changed. In the last 4 weeks, I've dropped 15 pounds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm finishing up 3-day refresh right now. That's why I was offline, because I was making my cucumber salad. And I'm starting Body Beast on Monday. So
Awesome.
My question is, I've been in the business a long time. I haven't really done anything, but I haven't really had much of a physical transformation or a story. So where do I start?
Well, you just start with exactly what you just said. Talk about how you've struggled. Have you struggled with getting that list? Whatever. What is your goal? What are you wanting to accomplish?
I'd like to look like a fitness model and quit my job.
There you go. To me, it's just being vulnerable and being real and just putting it out there to people. Like, look, I've been a coach for a couple of years and I haven't taken it serious. And just being really vulnerable. And that's a great way to add in a call to action. Like, I need accountability and support just like everyone else. Who wants to do this with me? And see what kind of reply that you get. And then from there, just start sharing that journey with everyone every single day, making sure you're consistent with your posts and putting it out there, your struggles, your triumphs, and making sure that you're plugging in, to the team trainings and things.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Does that help? I hope.
Yeah, it helps. I mean, I run in 3 different circles. For my job, I'm in the watch business, so I travel to jewelry stores a lot. I also have a real estate business, so I deal with a lot of investors and flip houses. And I also have this business.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm, scatterbrained most of the time, and ADD takes over, and I wind up doing nothing
Right.
instead of all 3.
That's when you just have to put your blinders on, and you're a businessman, so you have a planner, you have a schedule, and you gotta pencil it in. When are you gonna do your power hour? When are you going to reach out and reconnect with friends? This is the perfect time to reconnect with friends because we just had major holidays. So even if you're not even talking about Beachbody, you're still reconnecting. You're starting conversations, and when you do that through Facebook and Facebook algorithms, Facebook determines who sees your posts and who doesn't. So even if you're just messaging someone saying happy birthday, Facebook sees you guys messaging now. So now Facebook determines, oh, Kevin and Sarah are friends. So we're going to show Sarah Kevin's posts. So this is a great time just to reconnect with people. They're going to see your posts as well. So this is perfect time for you to get restarted. And just be honest with people. That's what people relate to. People relate to struggles. So when you put it out there, like, I'm really busy and I travel and, I've put this off and, I'm ready to do this. People are going to respect you for that and they're going to want to join you.
Okay, cool.
And I know Jacqueline's on here too, and Heather, and any of the other diamonds. If you guys have anything else to add, definitely chime in. Oh, there's Tina too. Hi, Tina. We have 3 groups of 3 pages of people, so I can't see everybody at once. So, any other questions? Are you guys excited? Who's ready to flip and do this?
It's going to be good.
I heard somebody, but I don't know who. Can't see. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to post the recording. I'm going to post the link to the Google Docs as well. And I'm going to post the free audio version of the book. So listen to it. It's 7 hours. Break it out into a half hour a day. You got the book finished in 2 weeks. That should be a goal. That's a goal for me to finish a book. So I know if I can do it, we can all do it together. So thank you guys so much for your time. Next Tuesday will be the business presentation. So start going through your list and thinking about who do you want to invite and get in front of your top leaders. So have a great night, you guys. I can't wait to hear your goals too. So be sure and share those with us.